Hey guys, my name is Miska and welcome to, well, Overwatch Central and Petra, the new FFA map. This is played in the FFA competitive mode, but there are some things you might have missed around the map and just some lore bits that I wanted to point out, and that's why I'm making this video, as I thought it was pretty interesting. A lot of people have kind of been complaining about some Overwatch maps not really having a whole lot of lore attached to them. And yeah, of course, with a lot of people wanting more animated shorts, I feel like any map lore is definitely, well, yeah, wanted and yeah, just the community seems to be interested in it. So I thought I'd make this video, and we're gonna start off right here by this tent. Of course, we have this logo here. You guys have probably seen this around the map already, and we have this very nice looking tent. Now, this site does also have this logo on this bag, and on this bag it says BLAISE. Not sure how that's pronounced, but I believe that is the name of the organization that is running this whole operation. And we'll get to the more detail about the operation in just a second, as we have this message right here on this sort of iPad looking thing, and it's from H. Faisal. Well, it's signed by them at least, and it starts with: started excavation of the hidden treasure chamber from our recent imaging survey. If there was another method of access in the past, we have not yet discovered it. Thank you for your continued funding of our Petra explorations, ongoing work in Ilios, and the new project in Thailand. Dr. Nakarian is eager to begin, and with so many sites under threat, your contributions make it possible for us to continue this important work. H. Faisal. Alright. So that is a new person we've not heard of before, I believe, unless maybe in very briefly in some comic or just mentioned, maybe it was somewhere on Ilios. But we do have this laptop here, which reveals that the user that is logged in on this laptop, well, not logged in, obviously needing the password to log in, is Hamid. So I believe this is Hamid Faisal that is, well, probably in charge of this whole operation. And this is their tent, their laptop, I would imagine. All right. Moving on though, we have this blue cable. This one actually just leads to, well, nothing, as you can see right here. But we have another one that leads from this generator as well, all the way around the map. I'm not quite sure why it goes this way, because it does end up in the exact same spot as the other one. And that is on the excavation site over here. Now this one is pretty much the, well, not really an excavation site. It's just the main site that they seem to be working from. There's a lot of, well, these symbols around. And there's also this battery array here. Now, there's nothing too interesting going on any of these monitors at all. There is this sort of, well, I'm not quite sure, some scanner of some sort. I don't know much about geology or archaeology, but either way, this seems to be the sort of main site. There's really not a lot here overall. There are some random marks on this map. Well, they appear random at least. Well, pretty much just this one, really. But either way, there is this site here. It's kind of the main site. I thought I'd just show this because this leads it ties nicely into this next bit, which has this monitor as well, which again just seems kind of like nothing. But there's this laptop here, which is much more interesting. This is a sort of chat, I guess, between Idanidis at the top there, and then Faisal, who was of course Hamid Faisal, the previous character, answering the message. So the first message is: survey of the uppermost levels of the temple is almost complete. Planning for excavation of the lower chambers. Our greatest finds so far are the statues of Hera, Athena, and Aphrodite, and we are hopeful that they will be the first of many. Now, that's pretty interesting, but next message is, well, yeah, a little bit more interesting, I'd say, as we have: early imaging passes reveal the hidden chamber. Alhamdulillah believes that it might be a significant find, and we have found a narrow opening through which we can perform further excavation. Now, of course, the funny thing about this is that there's not really too much that ties this into actual Overwatch, but at least the map sort of completes its lore with this hidden chamber being the sort of next thing. And you can actually find this hidden chamber if you go from this big health pack room here and you go into this room here. You can go check left here, and I believe this is probably it, as they say that, you know, they're gonna need further excavation or examination to actually find more. But as you can see, there is a small narrow crack, or however they called it, which is, you know, yeah, it should be this place right here. This is the same sort of gold texture of just a mountain of gold that you have on Junkertown as well. You get the same effect when you walk over it. But yeah, just a nice sort of little Easter egg to complete that type of backstory for the map. Really nice. There is also, of course, a bunch of murals around the place, and yeah, some stuff that you can find just around the map that are just, yeah, nice little kind of Easter eggs, or just things that you can, yeah, just things that you can find that yeah, I mean, mostly decorative, really. That's pretty much it for the actual lore stuff around the map, but yeah, I thought I'd give you guys a quick show around. There's also this bag here that has a bunch of map stickers. You can see Hanamura, Nombani, and just Russia there, aka probably from Volskaya Industries, or well, referring to the map at least. Some books and stuff, nice little window, and a cup of coffee or something. And yeah, that about sums up the map. That's pretty much all there is to this map. There are a lot of small rooms. Of course, you can destroy this big pad if you didn't know. But finally, I did just want to check, actually, because I did have an idea myself, that I was wondering if you could flip this pad and if there was a message on the other side at all. So I'm just quickly going to throw myself into the game, actually, and see if I can flip it around. I do want to mention as well to anyone that has been, well, just checking out the channel recently. Of course, me and Ryan did like a Q&A type of thing, but I wanted to mention that on top of that, we are doing another sort of a video shot in a similar way that is kind of a VOD review series. So if you want your VODs reviewed, then feel free to send them in. There's a link in the description. I think we'd prefer people that aren't top 500 and Grandmaster, but we're cool with looking at your games at least. But either way, anyone that wants to send in stuff, feel free to just use the form in the description. It's pretty easy, but we'd prefer 720p 60 FPS. Alright, so of course here's the laptop, and here is the iPad thing. I don't think I can move this. No, I figured, because the message kind of starts halfway through, and it's almost as if they don't really want to, you know, lock themselves down too much, and they just want to show sort of just a little bit of detail. But either way, there's hot air balloon around this map too. It's a really, really cool map, and yeah, check it out. It's available in FFA comp, and yeah, this is pretty much it in terms of the lore for it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and until next time, take care, and we'll see you then.